Afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone is having a terrific day, very productive, lots of sales, lots of inquiries, and lots of information being shared with travelers seeking to find the next big thing. We're going to talk today about my airline, which is Ukraine International Airlines. And I want to make sure I'm welcoming you to our webinar. So you see our pretty new planes, and we'll go through information about the airline, about Ukraine, about some of our new products and services, and hopefully it will allow you to have more an understanding of the airline and to create some dialogue between the managers from Ukraine International, who are both based in the US, as well as you and your travel agency and your colleagues. So let's jump into it. Or let's not. There we go. So Ukraine International Airlines, as a brief summary, a quick overview, is that we have great flights with great fares, with great service on great planes. We are Ukraine, and we are so much more. Our flights are nonstop daily flights from JFK, and we have summer schedules from Toronto 4 times a week, but 3 times a week year-round. Ukraine International Airlines, also known as UIA, is the official airline of Ukraine, and we have close to now almost 30 years of flying experience. Our staff is extremely professional, looks forward to welcoming you on board and providing all of our passengers, regardless of what cabin, with our legendary Ukrainian hospitality. UIA is based in Kiev, Ukraine, with its hub at the world-class Boryspil Airport, airport code KBP, daily nonstop flights from New York to Kiev and nonstop flights from Toronto. From our Kiev hub, we fly to 10 destinations in Ukraine and over 60 gateways around the world into 40 countries. Ukraine International is Ukraine's #1 airline, and we maintain worldwide global practices in all of our operations and continually adhere to IOSA standards. IOSA is International Operational Safety Audits, and we're the first carrier in the CIS block to be registered in IOSA and the 51st airline in IOSA. We join other world-class airlines like KLM, Lufthansa, Austrian, TAP, and SAS. And I just found out today we have been recognized through 2023. So we have done our due diligence to make sure that we are a safe, reliable, and strong airline. We are flying Boeing 777s from New York on our daily nonstop flights from JFK to KBP. And our afternoon departures allow for easy same-day connections to Lviv, Odessa, Kharkiv, Ivano-Frankivsk, many other Ukrainian cities, as well as all major cities in Europe, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, as well as the Middle East. Our flight schedule right now has departures at 3 p.m., arriving the following morning at 6:55 a.m. It's approximately a 9-hour flight going, and then we have morning departures coming back from Kiev, leaving at 9:45 a.m. local time and arriving at 12:55 p.m. We also have nonstop flights from Toronto's Pearson Airport, YYZ, to Kiev. Currently in the summer schedule, we have 4 flights a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. The flight times remain the same regardless of the season. In the winter, we'll have 3 flights a week. It'll be Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Flights depart Toronto YYZ at 11:15 p.m. and arrive in Kiev the next afternoon at 3:30 p.m. And on the return, it's a late morning departure, leaving at 11:40 a.m. and arriving at 2:35 p.m. Similar to our morning departures from JFK, our afternoon departures from JFK, our late evening departures also allow for daily connections throughout Ukraine and then major cities in Europe, Israel, Turkey, and the Middle East. Surprisingly, both from New York and Canada, we get a lot of business to the Middle East, including Israel, and we now have 3 destinations in Turkey. From New York's JFK, we depart from Terminal 7, and in Toronto's Pearson Airport, we depart from Terminal 3. Our business class passengers have access to the BA Business Class Lounge at JFK and the KLM Business Class Lounge at Pearson International. For travelers not originating in New York, in the New York metropolitan area or in the Toronto metropolitan area, we have easy connections from over 60 U.S. gateways, also from parts of the Caribbean, parts of Mexico, parts of Central America with JetBlue over JFK and Alaska Airlines as well. Good news is that if your passengers and your clients are flying Alaska, they also depart from Terminal 7 at JFK. From Canada, we have connections from dozens of cities from east to west, from Vancouver to Montreal to Ottawa. great connections with both WestJet and Air Canada. And if your clients are flying on WestJet, they also depart from Terminal 3 at Pearson International. Generally speaking, approved agents can earn commission not just on our regular flights, but also earn commission on all connecting flights as well. We value the power of our partnerships with travel agents. We understand that we would not be where we are without your support, without your hard work, without your due diligence, and we appreciate it. And we try to work closely with our travel agent partners and help them feel recognized and supported throughout the booking process and, of course, throughout the entire travel process. We offer commissions to travel agents on our flights and connecting flights with our airline partners. UIA pays upfront commissions, plus we also offer back-end incentives to qualifying travel agents. If you're interested in earning commissions and you are not currently earning commissions with Ukrainian International Airlines, please contact us. Here are the two email addresses for the two managers. I'm Gregory Truman, which is truman.gregory@flyuia.com, and Anna Shirolapova, which is shirolapova.anna@flyuia.com. If it's too hard to write down those email addresses, you can always call our toll-free number, 1-800-876-0114, and they'll be happy to get you the correct information so we can follow up. If you'd like Anna or myself or other team members to come visit live and in person, same way, just request an in-office sales call or presentation, and we will be there as quickly as we can to make sure that everyone learns as much as they possibly can. We enjoy really going out into the field to meet our travel agent partners, both as newer agents or new agencies selling us, as well as our existing accounts that we treasure. So UIA offers ways for travel agents to earn additional commissions, 10% on ancillary services. Again, this would only be for approved travel agents who have gotten our incentive contracts. But if you prepay for extra luggage for your clients, not only can your clients save up to 50% on that, the agents earn 10% commission. Offer your clients the ability to choose the exact seats they prefer for a very reasonable fee, and you can earn 10% on those fees as well. You can save money by ordering meals on regional flights, and if you do so and you book them, travel agents would earn 10% commission on those ancillary services as well. And then, of course, we're launching branded fares, and they give you good additional opportunities to earn commissions. So again, we're an airline that recognizes the hard work that travel agents do and feels strongly that travel agents should be compensated by the airlines as you handle our business. So we have just launched branded fares, and we believe branded fares offer maximum flexibility, and quite literally, it's give the people what they want. As you are all probably aware, we get lots of competition from a lot of low-cost and ultra-low-cost carriers, so we've had to come up with a program to put different services together that make the most sense to give passengers and travel agents the most flexibility and to sell and provide exactly what passengers prefer. So branded fares are how airlines package different services for sale and may include free of charge services as well as paid services. Branded fares allow travelers to choose the right choice of travel options that meet their needs, of course, under the consult of their travel agent professionals. So travelers on UIA can now choose what services they want, whether it's extra checked baggage, seat assignments, flying to flexibility, different dates, other services, and other amenities that may be available. And based on their needs, each passenger can choose a set of prepackaged options and pay only for those that they need or want. So again, branded fares, like on many other airlines, offer travel agents the maximum flexibility to offer your clients the maximum flexibility. So we have a couple of flyers about branded fares, and if it's something that you'd like, just please put a little note in the chat box, and we'll make sure we send you these flyers. We offer branded fares on all of our flights from New York and Toronto, as well as on all of our other domestic flights within Ukraine, regional flights within Europe and the CIS bloc and Middle East, as well as international flights as well. UIA branded fares are available on all GDS platforms, including Sabre, Amadeus, and WorldSpan. And hopefully you can see on the screen the 5 different branded fares for our long-haul flights. We call the Economy Light, Economy Standard, Economy Premium, and then we have Business Saver and Business Flex. The booking code is EEFFPPBS or BB, and there's all sorts of different conditions and different services that are offered regarding carry-on bags, checked bags, change fees, refunds, meals, check-in, boarding, lounge access, boarding passes, seat selection, etc. But it's important to note that they're available on all of our flights and available in all of the GDS systems. We also offer our travel agent partners support in real time by both phone and email. Our US-based call center is available from 9 a.m. to midnight and by email at pshelpdesk@flyuia.com. You'll notice that that particular email address is on every slide because the PS Help Desk can help with literally every question you may have, whether it's a name change, whether it's a booking fee, whether it's schedule changes or updates. The help desk is phenomenal, as is our call center. Our customer contact care team is trilingual, English and Ukrainian, but also Russian. And our call center provides full information on fares, services, special offers, as well as bookings, payments, loyalty program questions, and more. And when you see staff photos in this presentation, I want to cheerfully admit that these are all actual UIA staff members. So the woman you're looking at here in this picture is actually our head of call center operations in Kiev. We have a dedicated group manager for North America. She is based in Kiev and she responds incredibly quickly. For any group request, we have a very generous policy. You need to send an email to group.department@flyuia.com, and we will get back to you with great fares. They're net fares for us, like most group quotes, and usually within 24 hours. This is one of the advantages of having a groups manager based in Kiev. It's 7 hours ahead, so if you get a quote at 4 o'clock in the afternoon that you need to get, you send an email through. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon their time tomorrow, it's still only 8 a.m. here, so usually we see them when we wake up in the morning and check our inbox. We get the quotes in. We offer great low group fares to Ukraine, of course, to Eastern Europe, Poland, the Czech Republic, parts of Germany, all over the CIS countries, including Georgia, Lithuania, Latvia, and to the Middle East. We probably get 50% of our group business to Israel. We also get a good amount of group business to Turkey, both to Istanbul, Ankara, and Izmir, and also to Amman and Jordan as well. We're starting to get some group business to India and China as well, but that's still growing. UIA groups started just 10 passengers. But one of the points that I'd like to make is that we take our group business very seriously. We have a local sales manager who follows up on all group quotes. So one of the things to remember about Ukrainian culture is that we like to negotiate. So oftentimes we'll offer a group quote of $100 and say, hey, isn't that great? And we kind of expect or wait for the travel agent to push back and say, hey, $100 is a good fare, but I really need it for 80. And more times than not, we end up negotiating and finding a common ground. And we have a close percentage on our groups. The last couple of weeks, in fact, it's been close to 35%. So we must be doing something right. And again, we look forward to working with travel agents to find the best way to serve their needs and to make their clients and their groups as happy as possible. We also have a very easy to use website, flyuia.com, where you can get lots of information on our airline, our destinations, and our policies and our schedules. Find out about the program, what meals are available, and very, very important, easy online passenger check-in. So as a point of reference, we started to charge for boarding passes at the airport if the passenger does not have a printed boarding pass or a boarding pass on their mobile phone. What we're trying to do is not so much even in New York or Toronto, but as you can appreciate at our hub in Kiev, we have thousands of people coming through at any given time. So we're trying to minimize the time at the airport, get people through the check-in process as quickly and easily as possible. And we have found that using a stick, in this case, a boarding pass fee, tends to help people check in online and to make the entire process much more expedient. Ukraine International now flies to over 60 destinations around the world, and I just think it's a really cool route map and shows that we are growing and growing and growing. I've been with the airline 4 years, and we've added about 10 new international destinations outside of Ukraine over those years, which is a pretty healthy growth rate. So some of the things that we need to talk about in terms of our route network is that we have same-day connections to Tel Aviv, Istanbul, Ankara, Warsaw, Beijing, Amman, and more. So you can fly to Turkey on Ukraine International, Warsaw and Krakow, Athens, Beijing, all parts of Europe, including Berlin, Frankfurt, Munich, Dusseldorf, Stockholm, Vilnius, Copenhagen, and of course, Tel Aviv. So we are an airline, not just Ukraine. And as we said at the beginning of the presentation and webinar, we are Ukraine, but we're so much more. We also want to talk about the 3 cabins we have on board our flights, whether it's the 777 or other aircraft. But basically what's important to know is that your clients flying on our airline from JFK, that UIA offers total flat out comfort in business class. Our business class is a wonderful, 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 and affordable product. We are often much less expensive than the legacy carriers and the alliance carriers. And we truly take good care of our passengers throughout the cab, throughout the plane, but especially in business class. Very much personalized attention, gourmet meals, plenty of space to stretch out, to work, to relax. Basically, our business class is a very easy choice for sophisticated travelers. Business class travelers get to use a dedicated airport check-in counter in all of our airports. Business class lounges, as I mentioned previously, the BA lounge at JFK and the KLM lounge in Toronto. A generous baggage allowance of 2 32-kilogram checked bags and 2 carry-ons up to 12 kilograms. Great dining options, complimentary top shelf beverages, priority line access where available, meaning we help you get through security and help you get through customs and immigration as quickly as they can. We have a separate cabin, obviously. It's a seating configuration of 232, fully reclining flatbed seats, and a seat pitch of 74 inches. It's a restaurant quality menu with European and Ukrainian dishes, top shelf drinks. Each seat gets their own high-def 15-inch personal screen with over 100 top flight movies, TV shows, games, music, and more. You have room to work or room to rest, that's my preference, and personal travel kit with an oversized fluffy blanket and pillows and socks, earplugs, masks, and more, and complimentary newspapers and magazine. Another great option for travelers is our premium economy. It truly is a fabulous way to fly. We provide more comfort, more choices, more privileges. UIA provides a premium economy cabin that is truly premium. It's geared for savvy travelers looking for the best of both worlds without breaking the bank. It's an exceptional value and provides world-class service, especially so on our new 777s. Dedicated premium economy class cabins are available in our long-haul flights. That are flights between Beijing, Bangkok, Delhi, New York, Toronto, and Kiev. The seating is extremely comfortable with a 8-inch recline and a seat pitch of 38 inches and a 242 configuration, which means you're never more than 1 seat from the aisle. We provide 2 complimentary checked bags up to 23 kilograms and 1 carry-on piece. There's a dedicated check-in counter, faster airport security screenings, a personal high-def 13-inch video screen, personal travel kit, 2 delicious complimentary meals on flights from New York and Toronto, to and from New York and Toronto, complimentary wine and soft drinks. Our economy class cabin is a special product. It goes above and beyond expectations, both with service and with comfort. It's a truly wonderful flying experience. Our economy class service offers great fares, value, and service. 2 delicious complimentary meals and soft drinks on our long-haul flights from JFK and Toronto. 1 free check bag up to 23 kilograms on flights to Kiev, and 2 free check bags everywhere else. A individual flight entertainment system with charging ports, and of course, legendary Ukrainian hospitality. Both the premium economy and the economy cabin are separate cabins on our 777 and our 767. In economy, it's a 343 configuration. Again, that means that you're never more than 1 seat from the aisle, a generous seat pitch of up to 32 inches, and a recline up to 5 inches as well. Then this is the picture that I am most proud of and what we saw when we first started our webinar today. It's our Boeing 777. It's a beautiful aircraft, and regardless of the cabin, it's extremely comfortable. Excuse me for one moment. I had a tickle in my throat. The Boeing 777-200ER is a state-of-the-art airplane, and it's flown by nearly 70 world-class international airlines, including yours truly. Its focus is on preferred passenger comfort. It has a modern sky interior lighting system. It has an individual flight entertainment system with personal remote controls at all seats, economy, premium economy, and business class. I like the interactive 3D map because it really presents the flight information in a very hip manner. And then, of course, it has a universal outlet and USB port for charging your electronic devices, because in 2019, everyone has multiple electronic devices when they're traveling. We fly our Beast 777s between New York and Kiev, and then on to Beijing as well, and some of our other long-haul destinations. It's a truly fabulous product. I urge everyone to give it a shot. We fly from New York nonstop to Kiev and from Toronto nonstop to Kiev, and we have our hub in Kiev at the ultra-modern Boryspil Airport. Our hub allows for easy connections to flights in Ukraine, the CIS countries, Europe, Middle East, Asia. It's well designed and allows for fast and easy connections. So when I first started working for the airline about 4 years ago, I took it upon myself to do an actual time check, meaning that I was curious to find out how long it would take to go from one end of the terminal to the other. And it's a brand new airport. It's about, well, not brand new. It's a very new airport, about 5 years old, and it's spectacular with great shopping, great dining, great activities for kids, some beautiful artwork. You know, it's a interactive, immersive experience. So it's really a good place to have a connection for a couple hours. But I walk from gate 1 at one end of the airport to gate 15 on the other end of the airport, and it took me about 12 minutes. So you never have to worry about having clients running late or trying to misconnect. It's so easy to get around this airport because it is so modern and so well thought out. And of course, as the little piece of Ukraine that flies, we know how important it is for us to deliver a tasty and diversified menu. We know that food tastes differently and drinks taste differently during flights. So we've recruited a very famous Ukrainian restaurateur and chef, Michael Don, who owns some of the best restaurants in Kiev, to help design and develop our culinary offerings that delight and intrigue the palate. UIA offers a variety of choices, including kosher, halal, and vegetarian options. Some of our menu options include chicken Kiev. That's a pretty apt food to serve on our flights, don't you think? But we also have vereniekis, which are Ukrainian pierogies or dumplings, kapri salad, and we have some fun kids meal too. You see some very tantalizing photos there. Passengers can select a complimentary meal on long-haul flights up to 72 hours prior to departure. And if you need special meals like kosher or halal, we ask that you order that 72 hours before as well. For regional flights and domestic flights, we offer meals for sale. And as we mentioned earlier, travel agents can earn commission selling meals and ancillary services. At UIA, we take care of unaccompanied minors, UMs, as if they were our own children. Our team works closely to care for your child at every point along the journey, from the departure airport to in-flight and to arrival. We will make sure your child is fed, entertained, and meets the designated adult meeting them at the arrival airport safely and securely. We love children, and it's just really remarkable to see how our culture just embraces them as if they're our own kids. It's really a lovely, lovely sight. Loyalty programs, yes, we have one. Ours is a very dynamic frequent flyer program called the Panorama Club. We have over 300,000 members and growing. Miles and points are also earned from our travel partners, including banks, hotels, car rentals, duty-free shopping. Full disclosure, the travel partners are mostly based in Ukraine, but nonetheless, you still can earn points on our flights, regardless of whether you're flying from Kiev to Lviv or whether you're flying from New York to Kiev to Beijing. And those points are available to use for upgrades, discounts, change fees, luggage, or pre-ordered meals on the domestic and regional flights. We have a corporate program which benefits both the companies and the individuals. Basically, we compile points for the companies as well as for the individual travelers, and then the companies have a point system that they can use as well for either for other corporate travel or for incentives. And all of the account management is really easy and straightforward and can be done on our website, flyuia.com. So we also thought we'd take this opportunity to talk a little bit about Ukraine. I think Ukraine is in the news lately, and not always for the right reasons. It is a phenomenal destination. It is a large country, as we mentioned earlier. It is also the greenest country in Europe. For a country of its size, it's the breadbasket of that region, and it also has the highest literacy rate for a country of 45 million people or more. So it's young, it's dynamic. Ukrainians love to engage, and Ukraine is at the right time is now to go to Ukraine. It's diverse, it's authentic, and it's certainly unique. We work with a lot of different DMCs in Ukraine, in the region. So these slides are from our friends at JC Travel, who do a great job in helping people visit Ukraine and see the real Ukraine and feel like a Ukrainian while there. So diversity, Ukraine has something for everyone, whether it's churches and castles and historical sites. The photo on the left is a monument that was built about 60 years ago, maybe a little bit more even, as a something to compete with our own Statue of Liberty. And it's the mother, and she is defending Ukraine with a sword and a shield. And local Ukrainians have come to giving her a fun nickname. They call her Big Mama. So when you come to Kiev, you always know the Big Mama is looking out for you. Ukraine has 7 UNESCO heritage sites and a rich history with unique attractions, including St. Michael's, and they have some truly interesting artifacts to go see. The artwork and the people and the churches are just phenomenal. It's very much a half-day trip unto itself. Ukraine being a very European feeling country, and Kiev, I brand Kiev as the easternmost point of Western Europe. It's very much a walking city. And you see the river in the background, that's the Dnipro River. And that river also offers river cruising with several different cruise lines. So that may be something else that you may want to take a look at for some of your clientele as well. The food in Ukraine is ridiculously good. I thought everything was going to be meat and potatoes, and I have come to enjoy the differences, the different regional fare. The Ukrainians have a sweet tooth second to none, and their chocolates and their candies are phenomenal. You're looking at something that perhaps your grandmother or your grandmother's friend may have made called borscht, but you can see that the presentation here is not just a vegetable soup, but it's a beautiful presentation with different flavors. And someone told me, I may not have this quite right, that there's over 22 different recipes just for borscht, and it's fabulous. And again, wherever you go in Ukraine, whether it's the city or the country, Ukrainians are extremely proud of their heritage and culture, and you will always get a feeling for being there, and that's just, warms your heart. Ukraine provides a lot of unforgettable experiences, and far be it for me to think I can summarize it in one short webinar. What you're looking at here is something that has gotten a lot of press lately because HBO launched a miniseries about a month ago called Chernobyl. So what you're looking here is Chernobyl. That sarcophagus, or what looks like an airline hangar, is the new sarcophagus that they put over the old sarcophagus about a year ago because that site is still dangerous. But they still organize tours. It is a truly remarkable place. I've gone several times. It's as if time has stood still for the last 32 years, and it's just outstanding. Not only is there a glimpse into, close that, not only is there a glimpse into the past and what had happened, but there's so much Soviet propaganda on the school walls, on the gymnasiums and the kindergartens, on some of the homes, that it truly is a look back in time. And while it's only been 30 years, it's remarkable how much Mother Nature has claimed back. What once was a 4-lane highway is now down to 1 lane because all of the trees and bushes and flowers have regrouped and have taken it back over. There are people that live there and work there, but it's a remarkable once-in-a-lifetime experience. Again, we want to say thank you to all of our travel agent partners that have made time today for your support, for your interest. We appreciate all of your feedback, with the good, the bad, and the ugly. We stand behind our product, and we want to be sure that we work together to bring more people, not just to Ukraine, but on our airline, to go through the entire process, see all of our different destinations, because we have a great airline, and we're very, very proud to be Ukrainian. So for more information on Ukraine, and you can contact JC Travel. Their website is enjoy-ukraine.com, and there's their phone number. It's in Ukraine. Email may be better. We'll leave the screen up so you can take some notes, or you can just ask via an email back to us, and we'll follow up. And for Fly UIA, it's our website, flyuia.com. Our phone number is 1-800-876-0114. That's for our U.S. customer call center. Our PS Help Desk is also available via email, pshelpdesk@flyuia.com. Our groups department is group.dep@flyuia.com. I'm Gregory Truman, truman.gregory@flyuia.com. And Anna Shirolapova is shirolapova.anna@flyuia.com. And again, if we can do anything to help you learn more about our airline, our country, please let us know. If you want a private UIA webinar for you and your agency, or a private presentation, we'd love to come visit. All you have to do is ask. So we want to thank everyone again for listening, for being part of it, and taking part. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Doug to see how things are going and what our timeframes are, if there's any questions that need to be addressed.
Perfect. Thank you, Greg. Thank you for a great presentation. For us, it's always a pleasure to help promote those suppliers that are as travel advisor friendly as UIA is. So thank you very much for that. I also want to remind everybody that this webinar is being recorded. It will be available on our website, which is www.jacksfax.com, underneath the travel agent training menu. That will be up probably early next week. And now let's jump to the questions. I'll encourage anybody who has not sent in a question, you have one, please send it in now. Greg, we do have a few here. Let's jump right in. One question is regarding commissions. They're asking, when are commissions paid? Is it immediately after the client has traveled or 30 days afterward?
Well, for our travel agent partners who have who we have signed incentive contracts. There are both. First off, there is an upfront commission that is available at time of ticketing, and that varies based on destination and time of year. And then we also work with travel agents who have ongoing business with back-end incentives where they can earn additional monies and commissions based on total sales volume. That back-end commission is usually paid 45 to 60 days after the quarterly reporting period.
Great, thank you. We do have a few people here who have requested the branded fares worksheet. We will get those to you. Let's see what else we have here. We have a question, and this you'll have to translate this, I think. It says, hello, can PS request group space on AS, B6, WS, or AC for passengers connecting from the US?
Doug, I'm so surprised you don't understand airline lingo by
No,
now.
I understand those. I just wasn't sure what PS was.
PS is our two-letter IATA designator code.
Oh, I should know that.
So the short answer is we are working on it. At this point, the answer unfortunately is not, but we are trying to work particularly with JetBlue and WestJet, where we have particularly favored nation status, to try to make that happen. Once we do, we will be sure to let everyone know.
Great, thank you. We also have somebody here, somebody who's a manager from Cosmopolitan Travel. They're putting together a group to Ukraine. Do you have any special fanfares for agents?
We have fanfares for agents. All we do is ask that you contact either myself or Anna by email. Let us with a letter, official letter on your agency letterhead, and we will offer special discounted rates.
Perfect. And unless anybody else has something else, I think that is going to do it for the questions. Greg, I know you're going to be doing a giveaway. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Let the agents know how that will work.
Well, we're going to put all the names of the agents that have attended the seminar, and we're going to fold them up into little sheets of paper, and with a blind, well, I was going to say a blind taste test, but a blind pull, and we will award a lucky winner a ticket on Ukraine International Airlines to Ukraine or to any of our European or Middle Eastern destinations. And the travel agent will have a free ticket with the exception of whatever the government taxes may be for that ticket. We look forward to welcoming that travel agent on board, and we look forward to welcoming all of your clients on board. Like I said, I am a little bit biased, but I truly believe we have a world-class product. We provide superlative service. We have a growing route map. We take your clients all over the world, from the US and from Canada, and we think that we deserve some consideration, and then hopefully we can find a few new clients and a few new agencies from this presentation where we can incentivize them and pay them some commissions as well.
Fair enough. All right, I guess that will do it. Again, thank you everyone for attending. Good luck on the upcoming draw. Please keep your computer screens open, your eyes open for future webinars. And again, Greg, thank you very much. And everyone, have a great day.
Thanks again, everyone.